Have you always felt this nagging sense that something was missing? Like a phantom limb, a subtle ache, a yearning for purpose, even though you may no longer believe in a traditional God, you feel the pull of the divine, you feel the pull of the something other. If in this journey you went searching, not for religion, but for something deeper, and in your search, if like mine, you discover this hidden gem from the past, this secret that was preserved and was finally revealed to us from the sands of the deserts of Egypt in 1946. If, like me, you went on this journey, then you discovered Gnosticism, a long-lost spiritual cousin of Christianity and Judaism, as well as Buddhism and paganism. It was hidden in the shadows, but glowing with forgotten wisdom, waiting for that moment when it would mean something and the light would shine again. If so, then you encountered Gnosticism, the spiritual upgrade you didn't know you needed, but once having seen, you realize, how did I live without it? Gnosticism isn't just another sect. It's like discovering a secret spiritual underground, the indie band of early Christianity. Whilst mainstream Christianity talks about sin and obedience, dogma and theology, Gnosticism says, wake up. There's a spark of divinity inside of you, and the world is trying to make you forget it. The word gnosis means knowledge and comes from the Greek word nous, which means mind. But this isn't book knowledge. This isn't legal knowledge. This isn't knowledge of dogma and cant. It's experiential, transformative knowledge, like remembering something you've always known but forgotten. As the Gospel of Thomas says in saying 1, whoever discovers the interpretation of these sayings will not taste of death. That is a huge claim. But for those of us who explore the ancient mysteries, this is a theme that is recurring throughout the mystery religions, the mystery movements, the mystery cults, the Eleusinian mysteries, the Orphic mysteries, the mysteries of Isis. They all say the same thing. Remember, you have the knowledge inside of yourself, but just remember. Now here's where it gets wild. According to Gnosticism, the creator of this material world, the one many call, for lack of a better word, God, isn't actually the true God at all. He's the Demiurge, a lesser being. Think of him as the cosmic intern who accidentally locked himself in the control room. As it says in the Apocryphon of John, the Demiurge speaks, I am God and there is no other. In this, the Demiurge is unaware of the true God. above all. In this model, the Demiurge is flawed, jealous, legalistic, controlling. Sound familiar? Gnostics often equated him with the worldly powers or of institutionalized faith. This is the God who demands obedience, punishes rebellion. He may speak of love, but he creates a world of suffering and rules. But when we come to Gnosticism, Gnosticism doesn't just criticize, it offers a way out. The world we live in, according to Gnosticism, is like a spiritual matrix. Beautiful in places, yes, but fundamentally flawed, governed by illusion and limitation. Our souls are divine sparks trapped in flesh, in a system of distraction and suffering created by the Demiurge. But gnosis, inner knowing, is the red pill. If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you, says the Gospel of Thomas, saying 70. Gnosticism is not about believing, it's about remembering, about breaking the illusion and reconnecting with the true transcendent source. Mainstream Christianity, mainstream religion often tells us just have faith. Don't question, don't doubt. But in Gnosticism, we're told the opposite. Again, from the Gospel of Thomas saying too, seek and you shall find. When you find, you will become troubled. When you are troubled, you will marvel and reign over all. Gnosticism encourages questioning. It encourages exploring. It encourages feeling. It treats your inner experiences as valid, sacred. It's not a script you perform. You know this. It's a mystery you live, a mystery that no one else can tell you the true meaning, but that you experience as you come to know the divine wisdom that already lives within you, within the light that is you. But let's talk about something most churches ignore. And they shouldn't, because this is something that speaks to our age. Sophia, the divine feminine. In Gnostic thought, Sophia, whose name actually means wisdom, is central. She represents not just intellect, but the emotional and spiritual longing for union with the divine. Because the depth of the Father, she sought to know him, but she could not, as we are told in the Gnostic test on the origin of the world. She went to look to the Father, and she wanted to know, but there was nothing to know. And as a result, she cast herself out and fell, and Sophia's fall and redemption mirrors our own. Not the fall into sin, not the fall into being naughty children forever to be punished, to live to a standard that the person telling you to obey does not live. The descent into matter and the ascent back into light. This is the spiritual journey in Gnosticism. She, Sophia, is not a sinner. She is the seeker in all of us. The The seeker that seeks after wisdom is the divine feminine that lives within each one of us. Her presence in Gnosticism brings balance to a spiritual tradition that has long silenced the feminine. Not just silenced it, it sees it as dangerous. In Gnosticism, the divine feminine is the highest ideal, the means by which we achieve salvation. But what are the sources for this? Well, there are the Gnostic Gospels. These were discovered in 1945 in Nag Hammadi in Egypt. And it was like finding the director's cut of an early Christianity. An early Christianity not just lost to us, stolen from us, crushed, oppressed, belittled. Texts like the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Mary, whoa, what a text. The Secret Book of John, this was a text the Cathars viewed as particularly sacred, offered radically different versions of Jesus, not as a sacrificial lamb who had to suffer and die for us, but as a teacher of divine awakening. And these books were not excluded from the New Bible because they were false. They were excluded because they didn't fit the political and theological mold. They were excluded because they challenged power. As the Gospel of Mary teaches, do not lay down any rules beyond what I appointed for you, and do not give a law like the lawgiver, lest you are constrained by it. Gnosticism still matters. It matters today because we're still searching for truth, for meaning, for the divine spark, for the light we know is within us, but flickers so small at the moment, for hope. In a world flooded with dogma, noise and distraction, Gnosticism offers silence, depth, joy, and direct experience. It tells us we are not broken sinners, but sparks of the divine, temporarily lost, but never beyond hope. Gnosticism is the spiritual upgrade many of us didn't know we needed, and maybe it's the one you've been searching for too. You can explore these texts, but you need to find your own gnosis. In truth, you don't need a text. They help, but they're not going to help you find the light. So let us do a short meditation on finding your own gnosis. Before we end, I'd like to offer you a moment to remember who you truly are. A short meditation, a gateway to gnosis, not a belief, not theory, but experience. Take a deep breath and close your eyes. Exhale slowly. Let the weight of the world fall away. Let yourself imagine or feel a soft glow in the center of your chest. A quiet spark, subtle, timeless. This is not something you need to earn. It has always been there. With each breath, feel it grow a little brighter. This is the spark the Gnostics spoke of, the divine fragment of true source within you. not somewhere far above, not hidden in ancient books, but already here. Whisper gently to yourself, I remember who I am. I am light within form. I am not this illusion. I am the knowing behind the veil. Let the silence speak to you. You don't need answers, only presence. Let the gnosis rise from within as memory, as truth, as home. Now slowly return. Gently open your eyes, rocking side by side, and know you are not lost. You are awakening. Gnosis isn't something you find. It's something you remember. And every time you go inward, you are stepping out of the illusion and into your true self. You carry the divine spark. Now, let it guide you. If this resonates with you, if you've ever felt that sense of something missing, I invite you to keep exploring. Subscribe, hit like, and comment below. Have you ever experienced Gnosis? Because this journey isn't just mine, it's ours. Awaken. Remember. Find your own Gnosis. I am Dr. Shimon de Valencia, but far more importantly, like you, I am a merry mystic. May you find your Gnosis, and the light within, may it shine and illumine the world around you.